Yo, what up, Nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live for your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. Bringing you guys another episode about some stuff that's on my mind. And this video is going to be based on me and Dashka, as you can see us in the photo together. But before I get to Dashka, I want to fill you guys in on some things that are going on right now. You know, business-wise, things are fine. I do have a humongous business decision to make within the next week. You know, doing my taxes and stuff, sending out 1099 miscellaneouses to people and stuff for my first time. And, it's a new experience. You know, it's a little scary. You know, whenever you're dealing with the IRS, you gotta be very careful. You know, you gotta have evidence of everything. And that's one thing I have. I have evidence of everything, like every dollar I spent, every ruble I spent, who I spent it on, who I sent money to, everything. So if there's any disputes, I know my side is covered because I take that shit very seriously. And mostly everything's electronic, you know what I mean? So the evidence is easy to provide. You know, you just my biggest fear is that I basically gotta learn, or I probably gotta get a lawyer. Like, my business keeps expanding. I gotta learn to report things properly from, because you're supposed to report quarterly or some shit like that when you have an official business. But I don't know when it becomes an official business. Because like, if you're not making that much, your business doesn't make that much. They don't really give a shit. There's like a certain amount of money you're making, like your business could be making, and then they really give a shit, and you gotta do it like by the book. You know what I mean? Depends on how much. If your company pulled in 10,000 last year, they're not gonna give much of a fuck at all that you're not reporting quarterly. They're gonna just see you, somebody's hustling, you're a freelancer, whatever. They're not gonna care about that. You know what I mean? But once you reach a certain amount, like 6 figures or whatever, they're gonna start giving a fuck. So, or even more than 6 figures, they're definitely gonna care and stuff. So that's one thing that's on my mind. Another thing that's on my mind is basically yesterday we hung out with Bradley. You guys can check that video out of us talking. He's a Canadian guy who took my services, and he wanted advice before he came to Russia. I helped him get his visa. I told him about registering and all the other stuff he needed. I helped him out with it, so. And some other people are taking the advice. I don't know why I thought he was black. I don't know why I thought that. I think it's because I have 3 people coming here within the next 30 days who took my service. And I know one of them is black, but he talks just like Bradley, and I just confused the two. I absolutely confused the two. But it doesn't matter in the end because I gave them and I give them the advice they need based on the questions they ask and not of the race, unless it's a question about race or whatnot, you know what I mean? Or something about dealing with people. But Bradley he didn't care too much about dealing with people. His was more like, registering and visas and stuff. So, all right, so anyway, let's get to it. Philko and Dashka. Right now, for those of you who don't know, Dashka is not in Russia. She is in Kazakhstan. She will be there for some time. And as for me and Dashka, I'm gonna tell you guys this before I even get into what's actually going on between me and her. One thing you guys need to understand is, this is gonna be so stupid, but you'll see when I finish. One thing you need to understand is, whether it's YouTube, television, the news, whatever, a lot of people want you to think something. You know what I mean? They want you to think something. So a lot of times when people behave a certain way, or they may say a certain thing, especially when it's for entertainment reasons, they just want you to believe it. Doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean it's true at all. They just want you to believe it's true. Not maybe, but they want you to believe it's true because they think it's beneficial to their business. You understand that? So, saying that, I'm going to come right now, right after, and say, me and Dashka are not dating. Are we not dating, or am I saying that for business reasons? But no, we're not even really close, actually. We get along, which is very interesting, because ever since I first met her, we got along. And she was like working and stuff in my apartment, because she was my cleaning lady first. And we just kind of just got along. We were just comfortable with each other. Ever since the first night, we drank together, like with me, her, and it was Andre and some other girl. Like, I don't know, we were just drinking like crazy, and like she was just very helpful and nice and cool, and we just got along. And the best thing about her is she's a great actress. She's a great actress, because a lot of, except for when she's sick, of course, because when she's sick, like, you were able to tell she was sick. But like, there's times where like we're making videos and stuff, and like she's not in the mood to make the video. She's not in the mood to do anything. But as soon as I press that record button, you know, she's on. She's just on, you know? And she might have a real big opportunity coming up soon. She might have some real big shoes to fill. Nah, she might have a real big bra to fill. She might have an opportunity because I might need her to do something because someone else I don't think wants to do it. So that's gonna be real big for her, especially that amount of money out here in Russia. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But as of us, we spoke about one time if we'll ever be together, and we're both like, you know, you never know what happens. You never know what happens. I admit, like, there was one funny situation. This is like right before she left the country. Actually, this is actually the last time I ever saw her. Just like a week ago. The videos I'm uploading of her now are videos that we made before she left. But seriously, this is just real seriously. But of course, you guys might not believe me. But then again, there's nothing I can do about that. But we're not dating. But when she was leaving, like the last night she was here, I was wearing like a camouflage tank top type shirt and shit, wife beater, whatever, and like. We usually give each other nice hugs. You know, I like getting the hugs from her, like, under her arms. So, like, you know, I can feel the boobs on my chest. I'm a real nigga. I don't give a fuck. And, like, I like hugging her like that. But, like, this time before she left, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's a little emotional because, you know, I won't see her again for some time. But, like, she just rubbed my arms in a way. And I was just looking at her. And I was like, whoa. But to be honest, you know, you really don't know. You really don't know. Because once in a while, I mean, like, we may joke around and play around with each other. And once in a while, I may go too far. She goes, stop it, Phil. And I go, oh, sorry. And once in a while, I do something, and she doesn't think it's going too far. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused. You know, because it's just when you're a beautiful girl, when you're a guy hanging out with a beautiful girl, especially when you're drinking or something, you know, just once in a while, you just might try something. Nothing too crazy, because obviously, if it was crazy or anything disrespectful, she wouldn't be around me. But you just never know. Especially because hopefully we'll be together for a while doing what we do, so you can actually watch our relationship evolve on camera. You know what I mean? You'll be able to watch it evolve on camera. You know, maybe our chemistry will be completely different a year from now. Maybe a year from now when we make videos and stuff, we barely even make eye contact and you can tell we just can't stand each other. We're just doing it for views or something. Or maybe we'll be in love. Maybe talk about, hey, we're getting married. Like, you never know. You know what I mean? But then again, it could all be fake. It could all just be for entertainment. So I see all you guys guessing, people writing me on Instagram, oh, you smashing, you this and that. Look, you're going to think what you're going to think regardless of what I say. And even though I'm telling you what you're seeing is what we want you to see, you're still not going to believe me, what I say. You know, and you shouldn't. So there's actually no way you can know unless you're on the inside, and none of you are on the inside. Unless you're out here in Novosibirsk, you're not on the inside. You know what I mean? You're not on the inside. I could be right now saying we're just friends, but every time we're off camera, we're having sex like crazy. Like, you'll never know. You just don't know. But at the end of the day, does it matter? No, I think all that matters is we make entertaining videos and we're both happy people. You know what I mean? And that is basically it, nyakos. Let me know what you think. And Dashka might be moving on up, man. We'll find out what happens. And I'm out, niggas. Later and shit, nyakos. Later, nyakos. Later, nyakos.